Hello guys, welcome to FNAF. This isn't a specific game, because a lot of you wanted me to do a lore recap before the 10-year anniversary of FNAF. That's coming soon. I think it's August 8th. Yeah, I think it's August 8th. So, we're gonna be recapping the lore. As far as I know, the FNAF lore is kind of subjective. There's not really any canon things. Well, there's not a lot. And also, there's going to be kind of like a slideshow, since I don't know how to overlay gameplay footage, and if I just played the game, I'd be distracted, and it feels kind of weird to just talk over a blank screen. So let's start. Oh, and also, thank you to the guys, or you guys who commented and was, explaining the FNAF lore for me, because there was a lot of things I was confused on. Alright, let's start. So, as far as I can tell, it's the lore started in 1983, and it was FNAF 4 was the first game. A lot of you guys were saying that. And this kid shoves his brother into an animatronic and it kills him. Has it been 30 seconds? Can I say that yet? It's probably been 30 seconds. Alright, and the entirety of FNAF 4 is, in his coma, I think. I don't know. And there's, another side of the community who thinks it's, someone's dreams. It's kind of confusing. So, yeah. And also, this doesn't really help the lore out, but, I figured out a way that it would make sense for the Halloween edition to be canon. Because people say it's not, because it doesn't really make sense. But the thing is, Nightmare Balloon Boy and Nightmare are in UCN. And Jacko Chica. And Nightmare Mangled. Alright, so yeah, So what I thought is, maybe FNAF 4 is, the regular game is when he's in the hospital, and then the Halloween edition is when he's dead. There's not, that much evidence to back it up, but I feel like it would explain it, So yeah. Oh yeah, also, I don't know what this slide is here for. I didn't really have a write-down script. I just thought of it in my head, so I don't know why I put this slide here. Probably for something important, but I'm not sure. Anyways, we're gonna skip, 4 years into the future in FNAF 2, the grand reopening. And you might be thinking, what's the grand reopening for? It's actually because, this takes place in 1987. Because we know this from the paycheck right here. It says 11th, 13th, 1987. What month is that? January, February, March, April, June, July, August, September, October, November, December 13th, 1987. Now, we know from the phone calls and the newspaper this is grand reopening. There was actually a previous location before this that had the withered animatronics. And if you guys didn't know, withered Bonnie is actually my profile picture on YouTube. So let's keep going. And they scrapped the old withered animatronics, and they used the parts from them to make these new and improved toy animatronics. And one of these toy animatronics is the puppet, otherwise known as the marionette, otherwise known as the security puppet. It's basically designed to, it has a criminal database to make sure that no one gets in, because, one thing I also didn't mention is that, someone, lured kids into the back room and killed them and stuffed them inside the withered animatronics, and no one knew, and the animatronics started spewing mucus and blood. That's part of the reason why the old location was shut down. Anyways, some people, and this is actually one of the most important characters in FNAF. And some people say it's possessed by the first child who was killed, but there was actually a new video, that's actually very recent. I think it's only a couple days old, that proved otherwise, saying that it was the last one. The last one murdered. So I don't know. but the thing is, that would contradict the insanity ending where he says that she was the first one killed. The thing is, that might not be canon. It's most likely not. Anyways, we need to stay on track. Back to FNAF 2. So the character we play as goes through 5 nights and it does a 6th night. You know, all the animatronics got out of control, especially the toy animatronics. And yeah, a lot of stuff happened. And then, after completing the week, our character was moved to the day shift, but they needed to hire someone else. So they hired someone who's actually the person who shoved their brother in the animatronic and killed him. So yeah, he applied for a job, he got hired, and for some reason he tampered with the animatronics, put them all on 20, and then somehow survived 10-20 mode. He was of course fired for messing with the animatronics, even though they were gonna throw him out anyway. So yeah, he got fired. And if you're wondering what happened to the person who got moved to the day shift, he also got killed. Either mangled withered Foxy or Toy Chica bit him in the head and took out his frontal lobe. Interestingly, Phone Guy in FNAF 1 says, and I quote, "It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe." So that actually means that he's alive still. He never comes back into the lore, but I just thought that's an interesting fact. Anyways, so yeah, as you can see in the newspaper, after being open only a few short weeks, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is closing its doors. The new animatronics will be scrapped due to possible malfunctions. However, the original characters are being kept in the hopes of a possible reorganization of the company. It's a minor setback. We are confident that we will reopen someday, even if it has a much smaller budget. CEO, Fazbear Entertainment. So, it mentioned twice that there might be another location opening, and as fate would have it, it does. And they repaired the old withered animatronics, and yeah, Withered Foxy is still withered. I don't know. I don't think there's a single game except FNAF 6 where he's not withered. And you might be thinking, oh, FNAF 6 location. He gets scooped at the end of that. And he's like broken and stuff. You might not know what that is. I'm assuming you know what that is because you're on a FNAF lore video. But yeah, we'll get back to this location. So yeah, and the same person who killed his brother by shoving in animatronics and also tampered with the animatronics applied for this job, and he did his 5 nights and overtime, and he also did more overtime, and he tampered with the animatronics, put them on 20, and somehow survived 420 mode. And also, something to mention here, there's an old theory when Sis location came out. Look at the reasons why he was fired. Tampering with the animatronics, general unprofessionalism, and odor. Now, I'm pretty sure that was a joke, but people thought that since it said odor, that meant that, like, Sis location was in 1987 before FNAF 1, because it's just a really weird theory. I don't get it, but, like, and also, something that doesn't make sense is, you're telling me that these, like, high futuristic animatronics came before these. These, like, low budget, I mean, they're still pretty high tech since they can walk. I'm pretty sure animatronics are all bolted to the ground in real life. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Anyways, so yeah. And the first, like, actual, like, walking robot was, like, in the early 2000s. And that robot couldn't dance or dispense ice cream, so pretty sure that these animatronics are not in 1987. Too futuristic for that time. Anyways, we're gonna take a small jump cut from 1993 to 2023, 30 years. Anyways, this guy, he's looking back at the tragedies and of the past couple years, and he's like, wow, I should make a horror attraction. So he goes to all the old location, he gets some cool relics, some drawings, some old fur suits, and he sets up a location. The ventilation isn't good at all, so you do have hallucinations, and also the same guy who shoved his brother in the animatronic and got him killed and tampered with the animatronics and tampered with the animatronics in a different year, signed up for this job. I don't know what kind of death wish she has. Anyways, nothing really happens up until night 2, where the person who runs the animatron attraction found an old animatronic. Now, this is actually the purple guy. If you don't know who he is, he's the one who murdered the 5 kids and the other one. So, yeah. And if you're wondering why is he bloody and inside of a suit? Well, in the last FNAF 3 minigame, he destroys the animatronics. That's also why Foxy here doesn't look quite right. He's a lamp now. Anyways, dismantles the animatronics, but their ghosts are set free or something, and they start chasing him. Realistically, they're ghosts, so I don't think he has a problem. They can't really do anything. But he starts panicking, he starts running around, and he realizes, wait, if I killed him inside of the suit, I should be safe inside of the suit. Doesn't make sense, but it clamps down on him and kills him. And if you're wondering, wait, how did he get inside the suit? It's because there's these things called spring lock suits. So to save money back in the day, they made these suits that can transform from an animatronic to a suit by using the crank to pull all of the parts back. But the thing is, the spring locks they use, they don't really work in water and they snap open when that happens. So imagine you're inside one of these and the spring locks break and all of the parts in the suit start snapping together. And they start breaking, and they go through your bones. These things can break bones, and it just starts like shards of metal start like going through you, and like little rods and animatronic devices. And also, if you're wondering how you die, it's not from impalement. You drown in your own blood. And I'm not talking about, like, there's so much blood in your mouth and stuff that you start drowning. I mean, your lungs, like, break open and blood starts filling into them. So, yeah. Anyways. People think that, though there's 2 animatronics. The Spring Bonnie suit that purple guy used to kill the kids, and the Freddy suit, the golden Freddy suit that, killed the crying child. That's what people call him. People think that his name's Cassidy. But then again, people thought that the other thing. We'll talk about that once we get to UCN. We're in FNAF 3 right now. Anyways, people think that the crying child possesses the Freddy suit, but that doesn't really make sense. Because he wasn't really missing. He died in a hospital. Because you can hear Flatline at the end of FNAF 4, at the end of Nightmare Mode. Anyways, the place sets on fire due to faulty wiring, and Springtrap dies forever. Except he comes back, and his body shape and head is completely different. And also, he got bones. How did he get bones? How did he get an arm? How did he get organs? Anyways, then the same person who shoved his brother into a Golden Freddy and killed him, and tampered with the animatronics in 1987, and tampered with the animatronics in 1993, and signed up for the job in 2023. Signed up for an underground bunker, which and where these animatronics are like rented out. And the thing is, Purple Guy actually made these animatronics. And it's revealed that his name is William Afton. It's also revealed that the person who killed his brother in the Freddy suit and tampered with the animatronics in 1987 and tampered with the animatronics in 1993 and signed up for the job in 2023 and went to the bunker where the animatronics were held. He's the son of William Afton, who's also the Purple Guy, who also made the animatronics, who also killed the kids, who was also spring-locked in the suit, who's also burned down, but revived. Yes. So what happens, basically, he goes through his nights, and he ends up getting scooped, by the scooper, which is used to get rid of the parts of the animatronics, but it scoops his insides out, and the animatronics also get scooped, and with their wire, and they climb inside of him and wear him as a skin suit walking out. Also, I was just looking at the screenshot that I took. Is there someone in the window on the left? Usually Ennard's in the window on the right, but he's not there, and it looks like there's a person there. This isn't from the actual game, because I played this game and that didn't happen. Is this an edited screenshot? I don't know. Too late now. Anyways, so once escaping, they eject themselves, leaving just a pile of skin. So I guess doing all those very deadly things finally caught up to him, and he died. Except he didn't, apparently. So yeah. But the thing is, Ennard gets mad, so they eject Circus Baby, which makes herself into Scrap Baby, and then the remains of Ennard go into Molten Freddy. And this guy named Henry, he's the co-founder of Fredbear's Family Diner, the original FNAF location. Oh, and also, Purple Guy is the other co-founder. So, yeah, he sees all this and he's like, okay, so he builds a location. He also builds an animatronic, because that always works in FNAF. If you have any problems, just build an animatronic and everything will sort itself out to capture the puppet, which is also his daughter. So, yeah, everything's getting very complicated now. Anyways, and we know that it's the puppet, because look at the screenshot. You can see that the puppet's, arms are hanging out in the suit, and also there's a puppet picture / Nightmarion picture on the poster on the wall, the brick wall. And so, yeah, he builds a big location, and he liquidizes the franchise into a franchisee, which means that people can buy people can buy a location and do whatever they want with it. So, the person who put their brother in the suit in 1983, and also tampered with the animatronics in 1987, also tampered with the animatronics in 1993, and also applied for a job in 2023, and also went into the bunker, and also is the son of the purple guy, who's William Afton, who built the stuff, who got spring-locked, is actually Springtrap, who died in a fire and got revived, who he was defending himself against, and also he got scooped, and then the animatronics wore his skin, and then when they ejected, he was left dead, but he was still possessed, and his corpse was rotting since he wasn't alive, but he was still living, and he actually ended up turning purple because, he's rotting down, but he could still walk. Yeah, this guy has a very interesting life. Anyways, so yeah, he salvages all these animatronics that appear in the back alley. And these are the souls that are left of the animatronics, because if you get the good ending in FNAF 3, you save the toy animatronics. Molten Freddy is basically the FNAF 1 animatronics. Purple Guy destroys them and melts them into the Funtime animatronics, which destroys themselves and puts them inside of Michael, and then ejects himself, but then they also got rid of Scrap Baby. I don't know why, but they had to make Molten Freddy, and then Springtrap's back, and he's Scrap Trap now, and then we already talked about the puppet. So yeah, he salvaged all of them, and then Henry burns everything down, and they all die, including Scrap Trap. You were expecting a twist for me to say, oh, but he's alive. But no, he's actually tormented forever by all the animatronics, and he can never die. Well, he can die, but he keeps getting revived and stuff. Except for the fact that he had his brain pre-computed onto a microchip that the company scanned into a VR game, and he's back. He's like a virtual reality, and he hypnotizes some people to convince them to revive him, and he's back. Just like that, no consequences whatsoever. And also, even though at the end of the completion ending in FNAF 6, where Henry says that Fazbear Entertainment is no longer a company, for some reason they're back. And they're not just back. They're better than ever. Like, they got like a mega pizzaplex, they call it, and there's like there's so many stuff. It's like close to 3,000 square feet each wall. They like it is so big. It is massive. And also they have a bowling alley and a salon. Why would you have a salon and a pizzeria? Who's gonna go to the salon? Makes no sense. Also, the FNAF 6 place is under the Pizzaplex, but the FNAF 6 place is actually, under the FNAF 6 place is actually Michael's house, which is under the Afton house, which is under Fredbear's Family Diner, which is under the sister location bunker. So that's really weird. Also, there's another fire and Burn Trap, which he's called now. Burn Trap dies in it. Also, there's this thing called the Blob. It's not possessed by anything. It's just like, I think it's like the definition of agony. Like, that's literally the description in the FNAF logbook, which describes every character. Well, not every character, but every character except the characters that you actually want to know about. Yeah, like there's a description for Mr. Hippo, but not for Phone Guy. That makes 0 sense. Anyways, let's keep going. So yeah, Burn Trap dies, and the next game is actually a DLC for FNAF Security Breach, FNAF Security Breach Ruin. This game is interesting because it introduces a new character called the Mimic, which mimics voices and stuff, and it's connected to a book where apparently Henry Bill, his child, dies. A different child. It's a boy this time. And then, wait. Yo, this isn't even part of the script that like, made in my head. Wait. What if that's what he means by wound first inflicted on me in the FNAF 6? People were talking about this because it didn't really make that much sense, but I just realized this. I'm the genius at FNAF. I'm crazy. FNAF lore. Anyway. And also, there's this, like, weird, like, virus, rabbit, wait a second, wait a second, wait, Virus Rabbit, he's back, I guess he wasn't lying when he said, I always come back, but, okay, and also this thing called Eclipse, where it's like the sun and the moon are mixed together, I don't know, and also, another fun fact, bears are extinct in this point in the FNAF timeline. Anyways, and the next game in the series is FNAF VR. I can't actually say anything about this game because I don't know anything about this game. Insert self-promotion. Check out my gaming videos because we are going to be playing FNAF VR as soon as we finish the FNAF 10-year anniversary game. And then we're going to be playing Security Breach, then everything else, and we're going to also play some fan games. It's going to be really cool. Goodbye. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed the FNAF lore. I most definitely got a couple things wrong. If you can correct me in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.